Hello and welcome to the Beatles quiz number 2. Thank you all for tuning in to the last one. I'm glad you enjoyed it and I apologise for any mistakes in that one. I'll try and keep it tighter for the rest of them hopefully, but any feedback from you guys is always welcome as usual. This quiz is mostly based around the Beatles recordings and studio work, so let's just jump into it, shall we? Question 1. What was the first Beatles song to credit all 4 members equally as songwriters? The answer is Flying, the instrumental track from Magical Mystery Tour, credited to Lennon, McCartney, Harrison and Starkey. Question 2. Which Beatles song was recorded using the first known instance of reverse guitar in rock music? And the answer is I'm Only Sleeping, the 1966 track from Revolver. Question 3. Who designed the cover art for Revolver? And the answer is Klaus Voormann, friend of the band from their Hamburg days. Question 4. Which Beatles song features George Martin playing a sped-up piano solo to mimic a harpsichord? And the answer is In My Life. He recorded the solo at half speed. When played back at normal speed, it produced a harpsichord-like sound. Question 5. Which song featured the first use of a sitar on a Beatles record? The answer is Norwegian Wood, This Bird Has Flown, from 1965's Rubber Soul album. Question 6. Who is the woman pictured to the far right of the Sgt. Pepper's album cover by George Harrison? And the answer is actress Diana Dors. Question 7. Which Beatles song did Frank Sinatra famously call the greatest love song of the past 50 years? And the answer is Something. Sinatra wrongly called it his favourite Lennon and McCartney song. Of course, it was written by George Harrison. Question 8. What Beatles song features 3 guitar solos in sequence by Paul, George and John? The answer is The End. Question 9. What unusual instrument did Paul McCartney play on Strawberry Fields Forever to create its eerie flute-like intro? The answer is a mellotron. Question 10. Which Beatles song was made by splicing together 2 completely different takes of the track in different keys and tempo? The answer is Strawberry Fields Forever. Question 11. Which Beatles song took over 700 hours of studio time to complete, including a 40-piece orchestra and multiple tape reductions? The answer is A Day in the Life. Question 12. What was the only Beatles track recorded entirely by Paul and John alone? The answer is The Ballad of John and Yoko. Question 13. Which Beatles track includes tape loops manually triggered by the band across multiple tape machines during the final mixdown? The answer is Tomorrow Never Knows. The loops were manipulated live during the mono mix session. Question 14. What song on Abbey Road includes George Martin's final orchestral arrangement for the Beatles? The answer is Golden Slumbers / Carry That Weight. If you wrote only one of those down, just give yourself a point. Question 15. What track's guitar solo was played by Paul McCartney despite being a George Harrison composition? The answer is Taxman. Paul played that excellent aggressive solo on George's song from Revolver. Question 16. What was the first Beatles song to feature a Moog synthesizer, or a Moog synthesizer, or a Moog synthesizer, however you want to say it? And the answer is Because, recorded in August '69 with George Harrison's Moog Model 3. Question 17. What was the first Beatles song to be recorded using 8-track tape at Trident Studios? The answer is Hey Jude. Trident Studios had 8-track capability in '68 before Abbey Road did. I think it was George Harrison who insisted that they install the 8-track machines that they had out back. Question 18. Which Beatles song features the lyric, "And curse Sir Walter Raleigh, he was such a stupid get," or git, which Scousers say is get? The answer is I'm So Tired. Question 19. Which member of the band screams, "I've got blisters on my fingers" at the end of Helter Skelter? The answer is Ringo Starr. It was an impromptu exclamation after an intense drumming session that left his hands blistered. And the last question, question 20. Which Beatles song features the line, "Some kind of innocence is measured out in years. You don't know what it's like to listen to your fears"? And the answer is Hey Bulldog. And that's the end of the quiz. Hopefully I didn't get anything wrong in there. Again, let me know if I did. It's no problem. So I hope you did well. Pop your scores in the comments. Let me know how you did. And until next time, take care of yourselves and peace.